Right, let's take a look at those trending topics now. And we start with this one, hashtag Matric results 2020. Those, of course, the IEB results out today. Congratulations to the class of 2020 under very trying circumstances, Leanne. Yeah. They still managed to do the business, get right up there, 98, just over 98% pass rate for the IEB school. So really wonderful. Happy for all the learners, all the parents. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. And we can see a whole bunch of schools that are out and celebrating and really talking about their Matric students and giving them the moment to shine, because it really was a very, very difficult year for them. So well done to them. And you've heard our story in the news, and I mean, I'm just reading a couple of these stories coming through, and some of these incredible students that are just blowing the lights out in terms of their results. And that is a story to tell in itself.
It certainly is, but you know, let me just take a moment, Leanne, just to say to the 2% of learners, this really isn't the end of the world.
Anything but.
It isn't. There is still a whole lot of life ahead of you. And, you know, this is just but one part of your life. Yeah. And if you didn't make it this time, it doesn't mean that you're not going to make it at all. No. So please do not despair. You know, we are with you as well.
It really is. I know that at this moment it seems like this is the only thing in your world, but trust me, when the fog goes away and you start seeing other things, you realize, all right, I do have another chance at this, and go for it. Do it again. Write those subjects that you perhaps failed or that you can
pursue your
redo.
Passion.
Just do it. Do what you have to do.
Yeah.
But don't let this be the end of the road for you. And I know we'll be repeating this again next week, and that's, of course, when we see the results being released for the rest of the schools that are still awaiting. The 22nd of February is the date we've been given. So, but nonetheless, not to take the glory away from the rest of the IEB students that have done exceptionally well. We're very, very proud of you, and well done to you.
Indeed.
Other stories, Mars. So Mars is under the spotlight, and more so than ever before. I mean, this is quite fascinating when you see what's going on there with the Mars mission.
It really is. Did you even know that NASA was working on this mission?
I had heard rumblings about it, but then again, you know, I'm not that interested in it. But when I started seeing the visuals, I realized, why haven't you been interested in this? This is so fascinating.
Me too. Yeah. That's exactly how I felt. But then, of course, this is because, as you can see there, one of the tweets that came through say, we stuck the landing. Yeah. And this is what they were talking about. Yeah. So they now have, what is it called? What's its name?
This thingy thing.
I saw the name.
Questions.
Anyway, I don't have access now, but
is it Perseverance?
Perseverance.
Perseverance. That's a Perseverance.
It's Perseverance that has landed on Mars, so giving us a sense of what's happening on the red planet.
Amazing, absolutely wonderful. And the photographs that are doing the rounds, you must go and have a look at it and see the footage, just in terms of what we've managed to capture from Mars. So go and have a look at that. Ted Cruz. Now, here's an interesting one for you. So, you know, you talk about how the situation that we're always in, and we always think we're the only ones going through it. We've got no electricity. We blame all government officials, and you know, when the going gets tough, and the tougher we turn to get going. Well, that's exactly what Ted Cruz did. So Ted Cruz jumped on a plane and went to Cancun, and of course, this is in and amongst what's happening in Texas at the moment. And Texas are going through huge power outages because they are having such major storms, snowstorms, where electricity is gone, people cannot get food, they are freezing. It is just a terrible situations. And you know, the Texans are very, very sad at this point in time. And just to know that their leadership is not even there, but basking in Cancun, Mexico. And that is what the story is with Ted Cruz. So you'll read the furious tweets that have been aimed at him, and he's not a happy man. And while people in Texas suffer, and they really are struggling at the moment. So that's Ted Cruz.
Yeah, indeed. And final one, very quickly, Dolly Parton. Now, Dolly Parton, who doesn't know Dolly Parton? So anyway, Dolly Parton yesterday, the Tennessee state wanted to honor her by putting up a statue of her. And Dolly wrote back to them and she said, you know, basically in a nutshell, and I'm paraphrasing hopelessly now, that she appreciates the gesture, but please can you take this bill off the table, because humanity is dealing with so much more, going through so much at the moment, and she doesn't think this is appropriate. And maybe somewhere down the line, if they still feel the same about her as a proud Tennessean, they could maybe revisit this somewhere along the line, or even when she's gone. And that has just, you know, got people heaping praise on Dolly Parton all over the show.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
It's funny. I mean, when you told me, I actually hadn't noticed it, but just to quote her, I know you were saying what she was saying, but this is the exact quote, saying, given all that is going on in the world, I don't think putting me on a pedestal is appropriate at this time. And that is it. In a nutshell, that's the way to go. No statue for me right now. It's not the time. And we've got to respect her for that. So those are your trending topics. Very serious things after the break.
Right, quick break, and then we'll speak to Professor Alex van den Heever.